What's up, you guys? It's your girl, Miss LA. Thank you so much for joining our channel. I am here in the Dallas, Texas area. I'm a hair care specialist. For a lot of you guys who don't know, I am a master barber, cosmetologist, barber instructor, cosmetology instructor, hair loss, hair growth, and hair care specialist. So welcome. Listen, you guys, we're gonna get right into this video. I'm sure you guys are trying to figure out what does she mean about trust the process, trust your stylist. Let's get into it, what we're talking about today. Today is all about trusting your stylist, trusting your barber, okay? I'm not really sure what happened in the world. Maybe it's social media, but we get so many people who come into our establishments as the hairstylist professional, the client, that is. So stay tuned, you guys. We're gonna get right into it. Again, let's get into it. So what prompted this video, and actually a client asked me to create this video, so I thought I would get into it. So this video, you guys, is about trusting your stylist. Let us be the professional, okay? For me personally, I just want to say, let me be me. Let me do me. So let's just get into where this prompted from, okay? And again, a client asked me to create this video, so I thought it was a great video to get into, which is about trusting your stylist or trusting your barber. And I have to say barber because I'm both, okay? Or your hair care specialist, so I'll just say that throughout. How this got prompted was I get a lot of clients, and I get it. You guys are on YouTube, you're on social media, you know, Instagrams, TikToks, Facebooks, and y'all see all these fabulous pictures, okay? So I'm gonna give us current, and then I'm gonna take us back old school and how it worked and it was fabulous, okay? And then how it's not working now for us as stylists, okay? When you guys see us on social media, I get a lot of people who reach out to me. I've seen your work, I love your work, and they wanna come to me. Well, when you guys see my work, trust me, there's a process there. And I wanna explain me, okay? So when you come to me, I'm the type of stylist, you guys, because I'm so many licensed professional in one. What you go to a barber and get, you're not gonna get from me. What you get from a stylist, you're not gonna get from me. You wanna know why? Because all of my talents are combined. Because they're combined, you might see a little bit of barber, you may see a little bit of cosmetology, you may see a little bit of that hair care specialist, you may see, so I'm gonna be a hybrid of things. So please do not, okay, because I'm gonna just say what it is. It's kind of annoying to us as stylists. When you guys, because I just had this happen, and I'm not kidding, this just happened the day before this video. I had a person come in and I was doing my technique of what I was doing, and it was a guy, and he said, well, that's not what I saw on YouTube. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really care what you saw on YouTube. Again, because I'm a hybrid. And this is another thing that you guys should know. What you guys see on YouTube, we've already talked about this once before, is a lot of times stuff you guys are watching, most of these people are not even licensed at all. They may be good at what they're doing, but it doesn't make them licensed. And so let's go back to when it comes to school. Not all schools are made the same. So somebody may have learned to cut the hair, then shampoo it. Another person may have learned to shampoo and then cut. It doesn't make one or the other wrong, okay? We have our own techniques. We know what works for us. We know what rolls really well. So let us be the professional, okay? So the example, I'll give you a few examples of what's happened to me, and then maybe it'll make better sense, okay? So I had a gentleman, again, he came in, he done watched 100 YouTube videos, and the whole time I'm doing his process, and I do hair systems, so you guys know, non-surgical hair replacement hair systems. Those are the ones you guys see on those videos where people go from no hair and then now they have hair, okay? Those are non-surgical hair replacement hair systems, okay? So anyway, he's watched a million videos, so every step he was, why are you doing this? This is not what I saw. Why did you do it this way? They didn't do it that way. They didn't cut it this way. The last person I went to did this. Can you hear the annoyance there? Can you see how a person like myself could get annoyed? I was very annoyed. A process that should have taken a couple of hours, maybe 3 or 4 at the max. We were here 6 hours, you guys. 6. So when my next client, you know, something happened to where she had to reschedule, thank goodness. But if she would have been here on time, he would have ran into that person because of all of the nitpick Let us do our jobs, you guys. You don't go to the doctor's office, you don't go to the dentist and question these people, okay? Let us do our job. Another example, a person told me, hey, I want a certain way my hair cut, and I want it to flow in a certain way, but they showed me a video from Instagram. Okay, let's go to these YouTubes and let's go to these videos you guys are giving us as stylists, right? So what's happening is y'all giving us these pictures and all this stuff, but here's the problem I have. I have to speak for me, and I'm pretty sure other stylists and barbers going through the same thing. You don't want to do what it takes to achieve those styles. So for me personally, I have to create what I can create from what I see and what I have in front of me, right? So if your hair is not as thick as that person, we're not gonna look like that. If that person is thick and we recommend you get tracks or something like that, and you're like, no, I don't want it, then we cannot go back and forth about that it doesn't look like that. At the end of the day, not to put blame on who, you guys make the final decision, so the end result is really on you, not the stylist. And unfortunately, we get the bad rap when the style doesn't look like the picture, right? So what happened is, again, I knew exactly what she wanted, based on what she said. I saw the picture, but remember, she wears hair. That person in the video was her own hair, okay? So it's a major difference of what this is getting ready to look like already from the thickness of the hairstyle itself. Now, as far as the cut of it and all that, no problem. We can achieve that, right? But what happened is she looked at the picture and she says, I don't want as many layers as she has. Well, you guys don't know the terminology for it, but when you tell us the word movement in our minds is layers, okay? You don't know that. You're not the professional. We are. So, of course, to have the movement that she wanted, you have to have the layers. But she insisted she didn't want it, right? So the next day she had to come back because she had to pick up something she left behind. And then she realized I saw her with a hat. So I was like, you don't like it? She was like, it's not that I don't like it. It's not moving like I wanted to. Here is again, you guys, let me do me. If you would have let me do me in the first place, you would have had the movement that you want. I and any other stylist or barber do not have to explain to you guys exactly step for step what we're going to be doing. We don't have time for that. That's how a 3 or 4 hour service turned into 6 hours, because every step he wanted me. Why are you doing this? Do this. I saw it on YouTube. They did this. I saw many videos. Nobody did it this way. Again, I'm a hybrid. You're going to see a little bit of my stylist side. You're going to see a little bit of my barber side. And then you're going to see a whole lot of my hair care side. I don't owe anybody any explanation as long as the end result is what you want or close to what you want, based on if you make all the decisions to do what that picture is. And then let's get into this, okay? So anyway, back to the young lady. I ended up cutting her hair. It took me literally 10 minutes to put those layers in there. And then I said, run your hands through it. What happened? It's moving. Right. So, and I asked her this, and this, when you come to me, listen, I'm going to keep it real. I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm a 30-year vet. I didn't start yesterday. I'm 30 years, you guys, meaning we didn't have social media. We didn't have YouTube. We didn't have all this stuff that we have today. And then I'm going to go to that in a minute, how well that worked for us as stylists, not having social media, and how wonderful it was. And actually, I'm going to transition into that based on what she told me. So after I cut her hair, I said, put your hands through it. Tell me what happened. It's moving. This is exactly what I wanted. I said, you mean those exact layers that I told you needed, but you told me you didn't want to have. You're right, Miss LA. You're right. I should have listened to you. That's what I'm saying, you guys. Let us do us. Let me do me. My process, I'm going to tell you right now, it will never be in those videos. And I apologize, you guys. I got censored light, so I'm going to step out for 1 second. Sorry. Okay, I'm back. So my censored lights, they go out, so I apologize. So it's probably going to go out again. Nobody's in here but me, so I forgot about that. So I apologize. But anyway, so I cut her hair. She loved it. And so this is what I told her, and I almost meant it. I don't know if I'm going to do it or not, but I almost meant it. I said pictures and videos are banned. Like, I don't want a person ever bringing me a video, picture, nothing. And she said, Well, then how are you going to know what I want? So I took her back 30 years. I said, let me tell you something. When we used to be in the shops and we didn't have the magazines, we didn't have the books, we didn't have any of this stuff, what happened is we had a consultation. You told me what you wanted and we achieved it. And guess what? Y'all came either every week to get your hair done or you came every 2 weeks and came back to get your hair done. And y'all stayed our clients for years, you guys. You know why? Because we're professionals. It's like a doctor. Let's go there. You go to a doctor, you say, you know what, doc, my throat been hurting. I got a headache. And I'm not sure what my stomach hurts. I'm not sure what it is. Guess what the doctor knows immediately? Boom. He knows or she knows what it is, right? Same thing with us. I want you guys to stop treating our business like this is a side hustle. Don't get me wrong. It is some people out there where it is their side hustle. They in their kitchens or they doing this after their regular job. I get it that y'all feel that. But as you can see, for a person like me, 30 years in the game, this is my profession. I don't know why our business gets to be disrespected or people feel that, we're not knowledgeable. And I've actually had people put that in my comments. You're not a doctor. You don't know. You don't know what I know. Okay? I go to training all the time. I don't have to explain that all the time. Okay? Just like a doctor. He doesn't have to tell you, I got 99 and a half years of training. They don't. But when you go in their office, we trust them, right? My head hurts, my throat hurts, and my stomach hurts. Boom, they know exactly what it is, right? Dentist, I'm having a toothache right here and my jaw is swollen. They know what it is. If you tell me you want your hair where it's underneath your hairline and you want to be able to run your hands through it and it moves freely, I know what that means. And it's okay that you don't know what it means, but I do. So trust us to do our jobs. Trust your stylist or your barber. Let me do me. That's really what this is about, because that was very annoying to me. And she really got frustrated at first because she was like, well, how you going to know what I want? I always knew what people want. We didn't have social media, you guys. That doesn't make me ancient, but we didn't have social media. And because we didn't have social media, we knew exactly what you want. When you say you want your ends trimmed, we knew what that meant. I want my hair to flow, but I don't want a whole lot of movement. We knew what that meant. I want a whole lot of movement. We knew what that meant. I want my hair to be short where it's flat on the sides, and then I want curls at the top. This is how people used to describe it to us, you guys. That's what y'all don't know. And we knew exactly what they wanted, and we had no pictures. They did not bring hair books in. They did not bring a TikTok in. They did not bring anything. Perfect example, too. I have another person show me a video, okay? Y'all's hair do not look like these people unless you are these people, okay? And here's another thing I want y'all to understand, especially with TikTok and Instagram stuff that you guys are bringing in. These people are not showing y'all the whole process, and I don't blame them. They don't have to. It's not their job, right? Their job is to show you befores and afters, and some of them a piece of during, but they don't owe you that, right? So what happens is y'all come in and you be like, I want this short style, but I don't want no relaxer. To me, when I see it, I know that's what it is, okay? But you don't want it. Then don't show the picture, because we're not going to do this picture today. It's not going to happen today. And don't be offended when I tell you that, okay? And I do tell people that. I'm straight up, not rude at all, but there's no need of showing me this picture and your hair is supernatural, coily, coarse, and think that it's gonna lay down like this young lady. Or I'll hear people say, I want my hair as straight as this and as shiny as this. Well, it's clear to see for me, remember I'm the professional, I can see it. They have a good relaxer, and this person also has a black color on their hair. Yeah, I don't want no black color and I don't want no relaxer. Then you don't want this picture. Trust the process, you guys. Trust your stylist. And that's what you guys are not doing. Please allow us to be the professionals that we are. That's really what I wanted to come on here and let you guys know. Just let us be the professional. I did not go through all these years of training, you guys, and not know what I'm doing. And if I don't know, I'll tell you, hey, I don't know this time, but I promise you I'm going to figure it out and I'll let you know. But it's rare that anybody ever hears me say that. And you want to know why? Again, because I'm a hybrid. I'm a hybrid. I really need that on the shirt. Miss LA, a hybrid, because I'm a hybrid. So I don't care how many TikTok videos y'all watch. I don't care how many YouTube step-by-steps you watch. I will never follow any of their steps because I have my own way. And y'all have to remember, when it comes to a person like me, I listen to you. So if I have a person, because I have perfect examples. I have a young lady, she gets a hair system, but she doesn't want a hard hairline. When you guys see her out there on social media, when I post it, it's like, well, she didn't even do much. I did what she wanted me to. She wanted light hairline and she wanted a light hairline on the side. I created that for her. There's no barber out there who's doing that. There's no stylist out there who's doing that. You know why? Because I customize it especially for her, right? So a lot of my work that's out there is not going to be people who you see on YouTube or social media who do it like me. Because I'm listening to you. The guy I had yesterday, like I said, he wanted some customization. I don't care how many videos he watched, which it was probably 99 and a half, what he told me. What happened is he had these areas were low. So when we put the hair system on, I needed to drop this hair from here into those spots to fill it in. You're not going to see a video like that because most barbers are not doing that. What they're going to do is spray that area in. I don't do all that spraying. I don't do fibers. I don't even own fibers in my building because I don't need the fibers, okay? That's what makes me better than them. I just have a better way I do it. You know what I mean? So when I told him, when he saw the hair hanging, he automatically was complaining. Okay, so I cut it off. Then he gets mad. Why didn't you put it in there? Because you told me not to. You didn't like the long hairs there. Let me do my job. I know what I'm doing. I hear you from my consultation and I know which way to go. And I don't owe you any conversation of how I'm going to do it. You have to trust me. You either trust me or you don't. Okay? So trust your stylist. Trust me. Again, Miss LA. Here I'm here in Dallas, Texas, right? I'm a hair care specialist on all sides. I'm a hybrid. You guys are hardly going to find people that's like me out there. Ever. You might find a barber, you might find a stylist, but they may not be a barber stylist who do non-surgical hair replacement systems, right? You might find people who do the hair systems, but they're not a stylist. They're a barber. You may have a person who do all this spray on your hair, guys, and then you got people like me, I don't use the spray. It doesn't mean I don't know what I'm doing. It means I have a better way of what I'm doing. Okay, so I just want to get on here. My client, she actually told me to do this video. So I'm actually doing this in honor of what she's asked me to do. And I'm actually glad to do it because I'm going to be honest, for me, I'm getting frustrated. I'm going to be honest. And I'm sure there's other stylists out there who are frustrated as well. Here's what we would like you to do. So here's the solution. Show us the video or show us the picture and then trust us to create a version of it that fits you. That's what we used to do back in the day. Okay? People, I don't know if they saw people on the street when they came in or did they see it in the Jet magazine, you know, whatever. I don't know. But they knew exactly. I want to cut underneath my hairline and I want to be able to run my fingers through it and make it move. We knew exactly what it is with no social media. That is a talent, you guys. If we can visualize it before we even do it, that person knows exactly what they're doing. And when y'all come to me from my social media, because I get this a lot, I saw your work, but then you're nitpicking me the whole time that you're here. If you saw my work and you liked my work, that must mean that I know what I'm doing, okay? And I may not do it like the video you saw because you asked for some other specifics, right? So I have to tweak it a little bit. I have to change it. And guess what? It's okay. It's okay. So trust your stylist, you guys. I just want to take a few minutes and talk about that. But I want you guys to always know, for me, this is my profession. This is not a side hustle. Please stop disrespecting our businesses. Now, again, we talked earlier, there are people, this is their side hustle, but it's not mine. Okay, I work really hard to stay educated. I work really hard to stay on top and beyond. A lot of stuff I do here at the LA Xperience Hair Care Clinic is going to be stuff you've probably never seen or never experienced before because I am a creator. Just in case y'all haven't figured that out. I am a creator. That's what God designed me to do. Create unique things and create unique ways of doing things. And I'm not going to stop. But what I do want you to stop doing is let me do my job. Stop critiquing every step and question everything. Trust the process. That's really all I wanted to say. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Again, I'm your girl, Miss LA. I'm a hair care specialist located here in Dallas, Texas. Be looking for our upcoming videos. We got the big reveal of our new location. If you're looking for a hair care specialist, a scalp specialist, because some people, you don't have hair, your scalp still needs to be treated as well. We have a lot of unique services and treatments here. Contact us, you guys. Check out our website. We'll have it located below. Check us out. And if you'd like to visit with me virtually because you're out of state, feel free and reach out to me virtually. Book a virtual consultation. I have helped several people from a distance come up with hair care plans to help your hair grow. And it's been very successful so far. So thank you guys for watching. I look forward to seeing you in our next video.